tension that's there in your belly, you can just release. And let all of your viscera just drape over that lumbar spine. All the organs inside your belly can just relax. The base of your spine, your sacrum, you can feel it contacting the floor and the back halves of your pelvis. You might do a little gentle tail waggle, tipping or tucking or wobbling your tail just a little bit. Just to feel that sacrum. You can also move the tiniest little movement. Just the tiniest little movement. Sensing a hollowness at the base of the femurs where your leg bones meet your hips. Maybe there's just an open, hollow feeling there. So that you can find some release in your hip sockets. And your legs can feel free. If you need to adjust your feet so they're maybe closer together, farther apart, out wider, so that you feel like you don't have to do any extra effort to hold your knees up if your knees are up. If your legs are extended along the floor, you can feel that your feet can just fall open wherever they wish to go. No matter where your knees are, if they're up or down, you might think about just rocking them really tiny side to side. Just having a really tiny, tiny little, maybe an inch or 2 inches either direction, just to feel an openness in the hip socket. So even if your feet are extended along the floor, you might feel a little rotation where that femur bone meets your pelvis. Sense if your feet are on the floor, your heels making contact, some weight coming down through your heels, and then pouring through all parts of your foot. So you can feel the width of your foot and the length. Your foot feeling wide across those bones. Thank you. The arch of your foot away from the mat. Releasing anything in your ankles. Now that we've been through the whole body, just stand, take a nice breath in. Again, to the top of your nostrils, and just notice if there's any place where you can let go even more. Anything you're holding on to in your wrists. Check in again with your jaw. Your eyebrows, toes. And just invite that to go into the mat. Just having some awareness of not having to do anything but allow breath in and out of the body. So there's a sense, instead of having to breathe, that you are being breathed. Right? It's just happening on its own. Notice if your thoughts start to wander somewhere, just invite them to come back to your breath. Pay attention to the quality of your thoughts. And invite them just to relax. There's nowhere you have to be. There's nothing you have to be doing. teacher just calls this surrender. Just surrender. Now you might bring some attention to your fingers. Notice what they feel like as they sit there, whatever they're doing. And just feel like they can get curious about moving. They can get curious about wiggling. Your toes might get curious about wiggling. Slightest little wiggles. Those fingers and toes might translate into some wiggles of your ankles and wrists. It's gentle little movements. Check in again with your head. You might draw another little figure eight or silly little shape on the ceiling with your nose. Tiniest little shape, just to release your head and neck. You might wag your tail just the slightest little bit. Feel like your sacrum and spine are still awake. And it seems that folks want to stay in this position, so we'll stay here for a little bit longer. So gently come back to yourself. If you're floating away, just to come back to yourself. Notice where your breath is now, without having to make any change in your breath. Just notice it. Notice the quality of your thinking. Like a little cloud floating by. Let your thoughts pass through you. And again, wiggling just a little bit, wiggles of toes, wiggling your hands, starting to feel a little bit of energy coming back to yourself. Let those toes, or let those fingers, wiggling, take you into movement of your hands. So your hands start to move and wiggle. And maybe they float towards the ceiling in front of you. They wiggle up towards the sky, as if someone was pulling on your wrists with strings. You feel your shoulder blade move in the back. Your shoulder blades open across the back as your hands go high. You release your neck. And then you release your shoulder blades, release your elbows, release your wrists. Come back down to space next to you. Can you fully release your arms once they're back down? Just luxuriate in the sense of that effort and then that release. And you want to experiment again. Let your fingers lead your wrists, lead your elbows. Grounded through your shoulder blades. And let your shoulder blades and collarbones release as you take your arms all the way up over your head along the floor. So your arms rotate up. And they're stretched out on the floor above you. Yeah. See if the front ribs come up off the floor to let this happen. Can you let them relax? Yeah, take a nice breath in. And then let that come back up into space. Ground through the shoulder blade. Up in the sky. Turn your palms to face one another and feel the whole upper arm bone rotate. Feel the arms rotate as you turn the palms away from each other. Feel all the two bones of your lower arm move and your upper arm bone move as well. You can feel your shoulder blade gliding along your ribs in the back. Turn your palms in the sky and your arms together and your palms facing towards your head. And bring your elbows together. Bring your fingertips down just above the crown of your head with your arms together. Yep. And finger walk your fingers away, keeping your elbows together if it's comfortable, and then take a nice breath in. So your fingertips walk along the floor above your head, above the crown of your head. Walk them out away from your head, keeping your elbows together, and take a nice breath in and feel a big release in your back, upper back. Taking a big breath, keeping your elbows together. Yeah, and then bring your elbows back. You might feel a nice stretch across the upper back that way. Let your fingers come back up. And then release. Oh, disengage, shoulder blades open. Don't let your shoulder blades drop. Let your elbows drop. Let your wrists drop.